Just really want to go for that. But yeah, I have to agree. Yangon have introduced something yet creative once again, and I think currently we've been talking so much about the meta rewarding creative drafts. Let's just see if they can pull it off efficiently against Team Spirit this time, who are currently on momentum.
Well, Cold Star likes the draft, shows some hearts to the fans at home and in the stands here at MSC. Feeling good about Team Spirit's chances to go 3-1 up, and Yangon trying to tie it up again.
A truly mythical battle that is being set before us. A composition this time for the Galacticos. They've got Ying on a playmaker with a Petrify in hand, and Hiko says, you know what? I'm not purifying this. I will win the lane. I will combo with my boy Sawo, and we will close this out. I have to see how this is going to play out, because we've seen many, many times in these matchups where the Baxia generally takes the early game pressure away from a Yishin Shin.
That's the thing, but it was in a different meta entirely. A meta where the jungle didn't give too much gold. Now with the Yishin Shin being able to farm really quickly, able to get those items quicker as well. Will it stop that snowball from the Baxia? That's the question, and that's why YG, they're already setting their sights on stealing some of that those camps away from Team Spirit.
And this is exactly what they want. I don't know if Yangon planned for game number 4 to go this way, just to understand what the early rotations are going to be from Zaur, and then look to punish him later down in the series. Early on, though, I am a little worried how TS is going to play. Your first neutral objective doesn't seem very winnable for them, and then once level 4s come around, it's still sort of, oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, there's going to be good damage on Blink. Killing spree as well. Zaur a bit more movement speed, and Pryo in the mid lane goes over to Team Spirit as Bomba gets tempo up top as well, and this is what I'm talking about, the clear speed of the Yishin Shin. Level 4 already, and Hans level 3. Blink might be in a bad spot now. Zaur threatening Blink's life with the Mountain Shocker. Might be threatening a take on his Mountain Shocker, and baits out the Retribution. It's going to be down right as the turtle spawns up later on.
Yeah, this is such a big win for TS, because even regardless, they don't even have to contest the turtle, right? It's just going back to their own side of the jungle, finishing it. Oh, Zaur with the Traceless, trying to break up that shield unity if necessary. They do not want Hiko to fall behind. That does show a little bit of priority on who has the most important job and what they want to get done and accomplished in this game. First turtle up, it's up to anybody who's gonna get it.
I think for me, Team Spirit shouldn't contest this one. And looking at Zaur Ego's position, they won't. They know the neutral objective is basically the main win condition of YANGON GALACTICOS with a utility jungle, so they'll just give it away. They already got some wins. Ball lightning though, oh my god! Sawo getting blasted. 2 ultimates used up. Hiko with the flicker out away from the shield unity. So much respect from Team Spirit against this snowball cop from YG.
Yep, and this is the creativity that we weren't really seeing from Yangon in game number 3. But here in game number 4, it's a completely separate beast. Yangon now actually having not even much of an economic lead. Oh boy. But they want to make sure that every moment matters here. At the end of the day, still, it's going to be up to Sanji finding that big play at the end to try and chase them down. And I think as long as they are, trying to set up this unstoppable force into this immovable object, they can force anything out. Beautifully done by Han.
Yep. Good move. The Crimson Beacon now down. YG can be looking for plays around the map, and again, the big question mark for YG is still, is this enough? Because I don't think it is, Gideon, right? With this composition, you need to be the ones controlling the neutral objectives to just stay even, but by doing that, Zaur has just used these little windows of opportunity to get ganks, to get camps, shield unity. Oh, the golden hour saves it! Perfectly done. Zaur getting out to safety now. The Lantern player's right there with the Brad, the Drive, the Flicker locks him down for the ball lightning. Kaizen, Blink.
They got the punish with the enhanced, empowered, super conducted Fork Lightning. And Sanji, while this was all going down, that early rotation coming in from Hiko, he's gonna take all the gold in the world. Now we are starting to see the leads. The only unfortunate part is the fact that Blink has been taking these kills. But other than that, really, at this stage of the game, with how much money is on the line, the pressure and the pride of regions as well, Yangon, doesn't matter. As long as we get the kills, we're fine.
Hiko with a rotation in mid, getting caught. I agree, Gideon. But YG now they're a step closer to, again, pushing that lead to a spot where this composition should be able to get by this point of the game. But Team Spirit seems like they are confident that they have reached some of the power spikes as well to go for the contest. Bomba in the midst of it all now, pops into Consecration, able to buy some time right now as Blink walks up to the back. Sour Ego is mounted, Shocker, and the Red Tree win!
And now they keep on moving forward. They've already found one into Blink, and can they chase off the Han? Yes, they can, and they find it, like the final blow!
Big bomb by Kaiser and the final blow to take Sao down, but the rest of Spirit stay calm and composed. It's a trade in the bottom lane as YG are able to get a turret. We look through this again, fight, and it was the Mountain Shocker and the level advantage from Sour Ego is that forced Han to use the Red Tree a bit earlier.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to get one trade, but it's so unfortunate that especially for Ying, who actually was in great position with the Electro Final Ball and Petrify, just didn't catch Hiko at the very end, who shows up at the last second to take him out. So with Skypiercer stacks already involved here, Yangon have to recognize trading may not necessarily be the answer if those kills are going to get funneled over to Hiko's side. We've seen how devastating it was in our third place match between Falcons alongside... Oh, wait, hold on. Wow, a bit of a strange contestant here, especially for mid-priority. It doesn't seem necessary. Blink might be in some trouble.
Oh, that's all they want. They want to just bait out the Wrath of the Dryad at the bottom lane. The flicker out from Hiko, away from Han. So it's Wrath of the Dryad mid baited out for the flicker in the bottom lane. And I mean, yeah, that Granger third place match, 10-minute end. Kelra was a beast there. Hiko's not a 7-0 Ranger just yet, but it is going to build up. And the question is again for YG, whether or not they can stop this snowball from happening to a scale composition.
Hey, speaking of that snowball here, so far using the golden hour underneath the tier 1 with no waves whatsoever, both sides are willing to start throwing in resources at each other just to make something happen here. And luckily, they're doing it before the turtle actually spawns. However, that golden hour, a little dangerous. And of course, Zaur coming up with a 1.3k lead on his side. He's got the advantage. Question is, will he get the space?
3-level advantage. If the Red Trees were already tough to win in a 50-50 when you had the level, again, I mean, if you had the same level, now it's going to be very tough. They try to blitz the turtle, but they just don't have the enough damage. Can see on the bottom lane, all the way here. Sour making his way over, rather than try and lock him down as Han is able to get the Retribution, but Blink's going to get shredded down. Sour throws him out of Shocker, that's going to be the Sanchez!
What a play! The Superconductor and YANGON Galacticos are able to find a couple of kills, but they're on the run now. They've traded 2 for 2, and it's not as even as we thought as Kimbomba takes one back.
They used everything to get the turtle, everything to get Hiko. And Spirit capitalize on the long fights. It's Bomba again. Deathless, this time on the Uranus. Against Han, takes it away as well. Recalls in his face as Sour pushes up top, gets a turret, and the trade is again good for Spirit.
They can't stop this. Let's look at the replay one more time, because again, Blink, amazing Wrath of the Dryads, hitting onto multiple targets. But look at the chain here that Kai Sade set up for Sanji, and yet it still wasn't enough. Those frontliners are a huge problem right now.
And Bomba waiting in the BMI, being the assassin on Uranus. Mountain Shocker again. Sour looking for the angle. Blink gonna be caught. Wrath of the Dryad forced out of him already. That's gonna be the Mountain Shocker that lands on and the pickup and throw back into Hiko's bullets.
Good block. Good
not enough damage.
Yep, not enough damage, but look at this. This was a 4v5, and honestly, it's a big win for Yangon, getting some pressure on the opposite side. Now that they have an EXP laner who not only clears waves ultra fast, but also has incredible movement, they're not going to be put in the same scenarios like they did in the previous couple of games where, oh, we got to worry about our side lanes. Oh, we won't be able to get there in time. No. It's a different story this time, and I think that TS recognized it.
It's all about building these waves. It's all about scaling at this point, right? YG, yeah, they have a snowball comp, but they have been able to find those clutch moments even in the late game with these kind of compositions before. That Game 5 against Falcons, one of the best examples of that. So YG can never be counted out, even after they've been outscaled.
Yep, and I think the scariest part is the fact that YG have two incredibly fast rotating heroes, and I don't know if they're going to get the punish on this one. Still, Ying using his eye for an eye was thinking that maybe he was going to get hit by the turtle, but yo, Sanji. Real dangerous here, using BMI so aggressively. We'll see whether or not TS has the information.
Oh god, it's about to be a 4-level lead between the junglers. Blake's gonna get poked down. Rhapsody and the Dead Sonata, that's gonna be the shield unit landing on Sunset 11, but a good golden hour to stop them. A shot from Zaur, killing spree as well. Zaur looking for the opening right now, goes in, but Ham's gonna win the Red Tree battle. Rather than try it, the Blazing Away coming from Sanjay!
And he's looking for as many cleanups as he can. Hiko flickers 4, gets 1, gets 2, triple, and the Maniac instantaneously!
Out of nowhere, Hiko finds the shots needle. And now it's just Han. Team Spirit played such a good game. It was Han with the retry. YG, that looked like they had the AoE, but Team Spirit are now the ones knocking on YG's door.
Holy cow, holy cow. Hiko, something unlocked in him. He just suddenly became Neo from the Matrix all of a sudden.
What the heck happened?
Because this was an incredible play, right? They first zoned them out. Blazing Duet comes on through, and Hiko said, you know what? Doesn't matter. You're standing too close to each other. As soon as I land it, you are gone.
Bomba's feeling it. Team Spirit are feeling it. It's something in the air. Hiko's popping off. Sunset, Samo, Zaur, Bomba, everyone.
You know, before the cast, before we even got to the draft, we got to see Mama Bomba walk by. And there was one thing that she said that is really stuck. Today is the day. They really feel it. They put so much heart into it. 54 stacks already built up onto Hiko. How can he not feel like he is him right now as they basically unlock the architecture of Yangon? They're looking for a T2 at this stage, and they're going to double confirm with the help of the Turtle Bow. They've got the vision, but at the same time they know Ying is nowhere close.
And now it's YG. They gotta dig deep. YANGON Galacticos again find themselves far behind, and unlike in game number 2 where they were able to equalize with their own lead, they went for this composition, the early one. They got 2 out of 3 neutral objectives, but they just couldn't capitalize on those team fights.
It's been very, very difficult, but at least the Guardian Helm is purchased by Han. So again, he can walk up forward as long as he doesn't get picked up and thrown backwards into a chain CC combination from TS. He will be able to retain his position with the rest of the team during these Lord dances. And I think that's the scary part right now. Both sides understand that not... Oh, hold on. They're seeing that TS proactively trying to get something out of Yangon. It's the consistent push and pull, and like LaFell said, it's how creative you can actually get. You've got set plays, but of course, how do you make it all line up?
I guess it's through YG finding a big combo, but that's so hard to achieve as well.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
2 Purifiers are revitalized as well.
That's
now a BOD on Hiko.
He is massive, and they need to be able to cut those stacks in half. Half the problem is actually just finding Hiko.
Exactly.
And I think even Ying understands, it's like, man, around these neutral pits, they ring around and rosy us.
And even if they do, Gideon, Zaur is still there as the secondary carry, the man that's been targeted, that has given Hiko space. If you go for Hiko, you give space to Zaur. They get the Mountain Chakra, they see Sanji up top, they go for the burst on the Lord, and it is not going to be contested. Han is way too far behind, 3 levels under.
This is fine, this is fine. They still have some decent wave clear on their side. They might have to sacrifice an inhibitor, but honestly, at this stage of the game, you gotta sacrifice more than just that. So much heart has been put into these games, such a big difference, and there you go, flicker out from Sanji. The autopilot might have costed him this next push.
And now for Team Spirit, it's about building that lead again. It's about going back to basics, playing around the fundamentals that they've relied on their entire careers, making it to this point, and again, winning through it. Small leads, building up, now bot wave and the top wave coming down as well. Sanji, you gotta be careful, buddy. You got no flicker.
And now the siege begins. The ball lightning has already been thrown out. That's guaranteed to at least get 1 inhibitor here.
Zaur up top, dodges away from the swings, the slashes. Hiko in the mid lane, picking up the base turret. Lord already coming down as well, but YG are able to clear it. Bomba keeping those stacks alive, taking a shot on from the turret.
This is smart. TS, they're trying to keep them to that top side to make sure that the bottom wave actually collapses and they can at least net themselves the long lane's inhibitor. That would be great, but they know that they delayed it on purpose, so they're going to take it 1 by 1.
Oh, Bomba baited everything. The ball lightning, the Thunder's Wrath. They got no resources. Now it's all up to Ying and Blink.
This is immaculate wave control from Team Spirit. They're going to get this too, unless YG want to die for it. Winds of Nature purchased by Hiko, and I think that's the final nail that they were looking for.
We've had Lord Dance before. We've had some of these terms that we've seen. But Gideon, that was a Dragon Siege, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness. They've already climbed over the walls. And as everybody here,
they burned the walls down.
It's gone.
They flew by.
It's pure devastation on a macro level. Malefic gun purchased by Sanji. I don't even know if that's going to be enough, but he probably won't lose his Flicker to Sunset Lover again if that is the case. If he can kite him out, if he can maintain his stacks.
He knows the flicker was still down if he caught him.
Hey, he's got BMI. Sanji ain't gonna make mistakes like that, I hope. I hope and pray. We never know in these types of games, man. The pressure eventually gets to some of these players, and we'll either see them rise or fall.
And now we have to take a look at this goal difference. 11,000. Sanji, he was the main man to try to get on Hiko. Zaur as well, but now the Wind of Nature is built for Hiko. You can't even do that. Ying as well. What is that damage? Hiko!
Hiko Mania coming back online. Now they're just gonna chase. Who's next? Blink on that son of chopping block. You're gonna turn into a maniac or you're gonna make him a savage? TS, let's find out as they're knocking on the door here in game number 4.
Ying brought a katana to a gunfight. Hiko showed him exactly why you don't do that. Golden Hour. Sanji able to flicker out of the Golden Hour. Pops in the blazing duet already. But Hiko's gone like Zaur walks up. It's Hiko with the shots again. He finds another. And